I.S.U.P.K.
So tell me, how can I turn the other cheek while this wicked world trying to smother me? Something gotta shake, I'm gonna cry it out. Time to gird up my loins and ride out. In my soul I feel devastation. In my eyes I see desolation. On my door, death is waiting. But I don't wanna see no more desolation. I said, I don't wanna see no.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me.
Understand this. When God says, ye shall be holy unto me, holy is not your silly mama or auntie with a feathered hat on in church, man. Holy means to be separate, set apart, man. Thank you, brother. Make sure you get a flyer. Because we got to realize, man, we've been lied to in the church, man. God said that we should be holy unto him. Meaning, if you look the word holy up, holy means set apart. Holy means separate. God is talking to the 12 tribes of Israel, and he's telling us that we need to be separate, set apart. Wait a minute. I thought God loved everybody, Shabar. Apparently, he doesn't. Separation is in the Bible, and separation is good. Read on.
For I, the Lord, am holy.
For I, the Lord, am holy. Our God is one God, black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman. The God of the Arabs is not the God of blacks and Latinos. The God of the oppressor is not the God of blacks and Latinos. The Lord says, Shema Yasha Allah Yahweh Allah Hayanawa Yahweh. Meaning our God is one God, and he's only the God of blacks and Latinos and Native American Indians. And he wants us to be separate unto him because he's separate, man. Our God is separate. Why is it every other nation has a God that looks like them? All the Chinese children, they got Buddha to look to. All of the Arabs, they got that God of their imagination, Shabar Allah. The damn Quran is a comic book, man. Why is it that the black man and woman share the same God as the white man and woman? Why does that Latino man and woman share the same God as the white man and woman? I'll tell you why, man. I'll tell you why, because we've been lied to, man. The God of Israel, the God of this Bible, is only the God of blacks and Latinos and Native American Indians, man. And he said, for I, the Lord, am holy. God did not choose the Arabs. God did not choose the oppressor. God did not choose the Africans. God chose niggas, man. God chose black, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. I know that is the hardest thing to comprehend because we're in the ghettos. We're in the barrio. We're on those concentration camps called reservations. And we say to ourselves, who can possibly love us, man? And I'll tell you who could, man. Our God, man. And his name is Yahweh. For he is holy, man. God is separate. Read on.
And have severed you.
And have what?
Have severed you.
And have severed you. What does it mean to be severed? If I sever my arm from my body, it's no longer attached. Meaning he severed us. Read on.
From other people.
From other people. God severed us from other people. God severed us from the Egyptians. Black man and Latino man and woman. Guess what? You know what else we share besides of slavery here in America? We were also enslaved together in Egypt, in Africa, man. That was the first of our captivity as blacks and Latinos, man. And God severed that black and Latino and First Nation man and woman from these other nations, man. Nosotros somos familia, black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman. We are family, man. And our God severed us from other people. Why did God sever us from the white man? From the oppressor? Because he's the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. He's the homosexual on the earth. He's the rapist. Who caused more pain and suffering and destruction on this earth more than the oppressor? Who came over to this country and raped, robbed, and destroyed the North American Indian and Seminole Indian and Mexican man and woman and Taino Indian, man? The oppressor did. Who's the one that enslaved that black man and woman in the West Indian Islands, in Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica and St. Lucia and St. Thomas? Who enslaved the Negro here in America? The oppressor did. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. El hombre blanco es el diablo. We gotta understand that fact, black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman. Our God severed us from them. And to show you that separation is good, we're right here on 12th and Market. Just around the corner on 8th and Arch, you got Chinatown. And guess what? There's a Chinatown in every major city in America. The Asians are separate here in America. Let me ask you this. Do Asians vote in these general elections? Hell no. They got their own communities. They got their own little town, Chinatown, man, where they can eat all the Tom and Jerry and Pangolin that they want. Man. I'm trying to tell you. They have their own culture here in America. They're separate from other people. And that's one thing I admire about those Asians, because they know how to love one another. Black man, Latino man, and woman, we gotta learn to love each other like that too, man. And separate it from these other nations, man. Right. Read on.
That ye should be mine.
That ye should be mine. Because we belong to God, black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman. The problem is we've been indoctrinated into the oppressor society. We think it's all right to be free, white, and 21. What do I mean by be free, white, and 21? You think you can live the same lifestyle as the oppressor. Bill and Bob and Jeffrey's a homosexual. You think it's all right to be a homosexual too. Let me explain something to you, man. Homosexuality is an abomination unto the God of blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. And I can prove it to you in the Bible. Read up, go to Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13. But we gotta realize as black people, as Latinos, as First Nation men and women, they are leading us into a lifestyle that is going to destroy us, man. Like what Ibar brought up earlier in Judah. These other nations know that if we disobey our God, it's over for us. It's fair game for us. But as soon as we turn to live like the white man, live like a homosexual, guess what? We can be punished by our God. And why would you want to be a homosexual anyway? Like, goddamn, Nicole, like monkeypox, super gonorrhea, you know what I mean? Gonorrhea that transforms your body. Penicillin shot used to take care of it. Like, not no more. Not no more. Because our God knows more than us, black man, Latino man, and woman. He told us homosexuality was an abomination thousands and thousands of years ago. But now it takes the monkeypox. Now it takes, you know what I mean, HIV and AIDS and Jeffrey Dahmer. When God told us that it's an abomination. Don't take my word for it. I'm going to show it to you out the Bible. Read, warrior.
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind.
If a man also lie with mankind. God said if a man lie with another man. Because a man is not supposed to be laying down with another man. A woman is not supposed to be laying down with another woman. You know where that comes from? That comes from these other nations. It started with them Africans over there in Egypt, man. And with the oppressors in Greece and Rome. You are going down a path, black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman, that you might not be able to come out of, man. God said if a man also lie with mankind, read on.
I see lying with a woman.
Because a man is supposed to lie down with a woman, man. A woman is supposed to lie down with a man. You're not supposed to be out here chasing Steve and Bill and Bob. Black man, you're supposed to be chasing tail. You're supposed to be trying to get Eve. You're supposed to be trying to get that sister, man. It's the same thing. You ain't supposed to be looking at your homegirl. God said if a man also lie down with another man, like he lied with a woman, read on.
Now because both of them have committed an abomination.
Understand, God said both of them have committed an abomination. Because homosexuality is an abomination. First of all, black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman, the purpose for a man and woman coming together is to form marriage, man. And to hopefully have a child. You can't do that with Adam and Steve. You can't do that with Eve and Gretchen. And what we gotta realize, if you're a homosexual, you're living in hell. If you're a black or Latino or First Nation man and woman, we are already there. That's a condition. A condition that we've been programmed to live in. And guess what? We got to come out of that condition, man. You're not going to come out of it if you continue on this path of being a homosexual black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman. That's why God said both of them have committed an abomination. Read on.
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall what?
Shall surely be put to death.
Now the priest ain't putting you to death now, but God is. How do I know that God is putting y'all to death? Some of us can remember. Remember that movie in the 1980s with Denzel called Philadelphia? When Tom Hanks was playing that homosexual lawyer and his body was decaying and stinking? And with that AIDS epidemic, man, and that HIV, that was rough. Like you would think Like most of y'all that was smart looked at that and said, yo, I can't do that. I can't do that. Can you imagine sitting there in that hospital bed with your body falling apart, decaying while you're alive? All of that because you wanted to be a homosexual when our God said don't be it. That's why black man, Latino man, we gotta leave that lifestyle alone. Let the white man be a homosexual by himself. Let the oppressor be a homosexual by himself. Let them Africans and them Asians do that. We can't do that, black man, Latino man, and woman, because monkeypox is going around. You get that monkeypox out, that's it. You can forget about it. Some of y'all trying to hide those bumps with that mask y'all got on. You know what I mean? The Lord said that COVID and y'all started wearing masks, man. Now you still got that mask on because of monkeypox. You got to come up with a new mask, boy. The monkey butt cap, something. You don't have to. Because that's what, black man, Latino man, and woman, this is not a lifestyle that our God wants for us. And the white man is such the devil that the Bible speaks of. He calls it an alternative lifestyle, an alternative way of living, which is really a faster way to our own death. Black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman. He said, surely they shall be put to death. And homosexuals is dying. I saw on CNN Shabbat. It said that 99% of those that got monkeypox in America are homosexual men. And that 1% is the women that got men on the down low. So, yeah, exactly. God damn. Black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman. Monkeypox ain't nothing to mess with, man. Keep reading.
Their blood shall be upon them.
How is their blood upon them? All of the diseases are blood related. Monkeypox is a blood disease, man. So is HIV. So is AIDS. When God said that their blood shall be upon them, man, our God was not playing, man. But because you want to live like the oppressor, and listen, I thought it couldn't get no worse, Shabar. A lot of you silly Negroes is glorifying that devil Jeffrey Dahmer. Let me tell you something about Jeffrey Dahmer, man. It doesn't surprise me as blacks and Latinos, man, because all of the oppressors got some Jeffrey Dahmer in them, man. And that's a damn shame that God had to send the monkeypox and HIV and a homosexual devil that was raping and killing brothers, Shabar. Like, goddamn. Like, Shabar, I used to think, man, when the oppressor used to look at me, they probably think I was going to steal their purse and their wallet. The whole time we delectable, Shabar. White man looking at us like we are delectable, ready to eat us. Because you got Jeffrey Dahmers out here, man. But we got to realize as blacks and Latinos, man, we cannot live that lifestyle. And you for damn sure not going to make it into the kingdom living that lifestyle. I pray you understand that. I pray you understand that. But what we got to realize, who told us that this lifestyle was all right? Who told us that it was all right to glorify an oppressor that was murdering and raping and eating our brothers, man? Give me Romans chapter 1 and verse 25. Because what we got to realize, this ain't nothing new, man. This ain't nothing new. And it ain't nothing to play with. You playing with your life right now, black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman, thinking you can live like the oppressor. We cannot continue to live like them. You want to know why? Because ultimately, man, you are choosing. Give me Matthew chapter 6 and verse 24 first. You know what we really got to realize as blacks and Latinos? When you choose the ways of America, when you choose that homosexuality, when you choose that murder, that gang violence, and all the other nonsense that goes on, man, you are ultimately choosing our slave master. You're choosing the oppressor. You cannot serve the oppressor and serve the Most High, man. And I'm going to show you that in the scriptures right now. Let me get there. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 24.
Oh my God. The book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters.
No man can serve two masters.
Right.
We can't serve two masters, black man, Latino man, and woman. The contrary to what you was taught in church, you cannot serve God and the white man. You can't. You may not think you serve the white man, but I'm going to prove it to you. If you celebrate Christmas, you serve the white man. Yeah, you do. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, you serve the white man. If you celebrate a birthday, you serve the white man. You can forget about it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Valentine's Day, Labor Day, the 4th of July. Y'all killed me with that Juneteenth. How the hell you gonna celebrate an Independence Day that our slave master gave us? Like, where do we do that? You serve the oppressor, man. And God said what? It's lucky. Christ said what? Read it again from the top.
No man can serve two masters.
Our king said no man can serve two masters. This is what Jesus Christ, Yahushua, said. Christ said you can't serve the white man and God. You can't serve two masters. Read on.
For either he will hate the one.
You will hate the one. And you know what the one you hate? You hate the God of Israel. You hate Yahweh. You want to know how you know you hate God? Because you think it's all right to be a homosexual, to be a sexual deviant, to be a whore or a whoremonger. You hate God if you disagree with the Lord said and what our King said. Read on.
And love the one.
And you love the one. You love your white daddy because he lets you be a whore. You love your white daddy because he lets you be a homosexual, man, while hating God. Think about that, black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman. Who do you want to serve? Everybody in their minds think they're serving God. You think you love Christ, but in reality, you don't. In reality, man, and it's a rough thing to think about. If everybody loved God, if everybody loved Christ, how come when God sent Christ back, when Christ was walking the earth, only 12 brothers followed him, man? Why wasn't everybody following Christ? You want to know why? Because when Christ walked the earth, he was hated. He was told he was in a cult. They looked at him like he was a crazy nigga out there in the corner teaching God's word, man. Like we're doing now in the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge, man. And that's why our pastors have failed us. That's why our imams have failed us. That's why you got to take that money out of the Christian church, man, and drop a donation in this damn bucket, man. Because we give back to blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. You cannot serve two masters, black man, Latino man, and woman. Read on.
Or else he will hold to the one.
Or else you will hold to the one. You hold dear to the white man's philosophy. You want to know how you know you do? Go home and say, Mom, we ain't celebrating Christmas no more. She's like, hold on, baby. We've been celebrating Christmas for about 25 years. Tell her we ain't celebrating Thanksgiving no more. Tell her we ain't celebrating birthdays and these other holidays, and see if your mom serves God or not. See if your father or your sister, your brother, your wife, or your husband claim to serve God the way they say they do in their mind. But in reality, they serve the oppressor. Tell them that you ain't supposed to be a homosexual and watch it. They'll say God said come as you are. Which, and listen, black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman. Let me explain something to you. And this goes to show you, man, that the Christian church, believe it or not, and the Muslim mosque, even though they say, oh man, it's all right for you to be a homosexual. It's all right for you to be this way. No, it's not. Listen, black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman, you can come into the ISUPK as a homosexual, but guess what? You're not going to remain a homosexual.
That's right.
You are not going to remain a homosexual. You're not going to continue in that lifestyle. And guess what? That's real love. Guess what? We love homosexuals more than your pastor does.
That's
more
right.
than your imams do. You want to know why? Because what I brought out earlier was heavy. Was heavy. We teach homosexuals, man, that you're not supposed to live that lifestyle, man. We teach drug dealers that you're not supposed to be selling drugs, man. That you're not supposed to be killing your brother, your goddamn sister, man. The Christian church does not love blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians.
That's
but
right.
Commander General Yohanna and the ISUPK, we love black, Latinos, and First Nation. Understand that, black man, Latino man and woman. That's real love. According to God, man. Because we tell you to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and your pastor does not. Read on.
Despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
You cannot serve God and mammon. You despise the Most High. And you love this devil right here. The one that said that we can be homosexual. The one that said it was all right to murder Ray, to murder your brother, to murder your sister. And this is how you know. Give me Romans chapter 1 and verse 25. This is how you know you love the oppressor. If your brother does something to you, or if your sister does something to you, you will never forgive them. You'll be ready to kill them. But if the oppressor does something and don't even apologize, you already have it set in your mind to forgive them. That's why Martha Ship Jones' mother, sister, and brother and father was willing to hug Amber Geiger after that devil murdered their brother, their son. We can't do that, black man, Latino man, and woman. When Christ was saying turn the other cheek, Christ was telling blacks and Latinos to forgive one another. And I know it's a hard thing to do, but we got to do that, black man, Latino man, First Nation man, and woman. We got to get right with one another. More importantly, we got to get right with our God, our power, with our King.
want no